The Book of Leviticus, Chapter 7, 1445 BC. Copyright, The Sunday School Bible, LLC, 2025. All rights reserved. Law of the Trespass or Guilt Offering. The Lord continued speaking to Moses. Likewise, this is the law of the trespass or guilt offering. It is most holy. The priest will kill the trespass or guilt offering in the place where the priest killed the burnt offering. The officiating priest will sprinkle the blood from the trespass or guilt offering on all sides of the altar. The officiating priest will offer all of the fat from the trespass or guilt offering, the rump, the fat that covers the innards, the 2 kidneys, the fat that is on the 2 kidneys, which is by the flanks, and the caul that is above the liver, which the priest will remove with the kidneys. The officiating priest will burn them on the altar for an offering made by fire to the Lord. It is a trespass guilt offering. Every male among the priests will eat the trespass or guilt offering. It will be eaten in the holy place, because it is most holy. As the sin offering is, so is the trespass or guilt offering. There is one law for them. The priest who makes atonement with the trespass or guilt offering will eat it for himself. The priest who offers a burnt offering for someone will keep the hide of the burnt offering, which the priest has offered. Any grain or meat offering that is baked in an oven, prepared in a pan, or prepared on a griddle belongs to the priest who offered it. Every grain or meat offering that is mixed with oil or is dry will be shared equally among the priests. Law of the sacrifice of peace offerings. The Lord continued speaking to Moses. This is the law of the sacrifice of peace offerings, that any person from the people of Israel may present to the Lord. If the person brings the peace offering sacrifice as a thanksgiving offering, then that person must also present unleavened cakes mixed with oil, unleavened wafers spread with oil, and cakes of fine flour mixed with oil and fried. Besides the cakes, the person must also present loaves of leavened bread, bread with yeast, as a peace offering for thanksgiving. From each peace offering, the person must present one of each kind of loaf or cake from each bread presented as a contribution to the Lord. It will belong to the priest who sprinkles the blood of the peace offerings. The meat of the thanksgiving peace offering must be eaten on the day it is offered. None of it may be left until morning. But if the sacrifice a person brings is a vow offering or a free will or voluntary offering, it must be eaten on the day the person offers the sacrifice, and what is left may also be eaten the next day. But anything left over from the sacrifice on the 3rd day must be burned up with fire. If any of the meat from the peace offering is eaten on the 3rd day, the person who brought the meat will not be accepted. It will not count for the person. It will be rejected, and the person who eats it will bear their iniquity or sin, meaning they will carry the responsibility for their sin and its consequences. Meat that touches anything unclean must not be eaten. It must be burned with fire. Any person who is clean may eat the sacrificial meat that has not been defiled. But the person who eats the meat of the peace offering sacrifice that pertains to the Lord while being unclean, will be cut off from their people. Moreover, any person who touches any unclean thing, whether it is of human uncleanliness, the uncleanliness of an animal, or any other unclean thing, and eats the meat of the sacrifice of peace offerings, which pertains to the Lord, will be cut off from his people. Do not eat fat or blood. The Lord said to Moses, Speak to the children of Israel Jacob, saying, You will not eat any manner of fat, whether it's from the ox, the sheep, or the goat. You will not eat the fat of an animal that dies of itself, or which is torn by another animal, but it may be used in any other way. Whosoever eats the fat of an animal that man offers as an offering made by fire to the Lord, that person will be cut off from their people. Moreover, you will not eat any manner of blood in any of your houses, whether it is from a fowl or a beast. Whosoever eats any manner of blood, that person will be cut off from their people. The right shoulder and breast. The Lord said to Moses, Speak to the children of Israel Jacob, saying, The person who offers the sacrifice of their peace offerings to the Lord will bring their oblation to the Lord. The person will bring with their own hands the peace offerings to the Lord made by fire. The person will bring the fat with the breast, so that the breast may be waved for a wave offering before the Lord. The priest will burn the fat on the altar, but the breast will be Aaron's and his sons. You will give the right shoulder to the priest for a heave offering of the sacrifices of your peace offerings. The priest who is among Aaron's sons, who offers the blood and who offers the fat of the peace offerings, will have the right shoulder for his part. I have taken from the children of Israel Jacob, from the sacrifices of their peace offerings, the wave breast and the heave right shoulder. I have given the wave breast and the heave right shoulder to Aaron the priest and to his sons by a statute forever from among the children of Israel Jacob. In summary, this is a portion of Aaron and the portion of Aaron's sons out of the offerings of the Lord made by fire in the day when the Lord presented Aaron and presented Aaron's sons to minister to the Lord in the priest's office, which the Lord commanded the Israelites to give these portions to Aaron and to Aaron's sons in the day that the Lord anointed Aaron and Aaron's sons, by a statute forever throughout their generations. This is the law of the burnt offering, the law of the meat and grain offering, the law of the sin offering, the law of the trespass or guilt offering, the law of the consecrations, and the law of the sacrifice of the peace offerings, which the Lord commanded Moses on Mount Sinai on the day that the Lord commanded the children of Israel Jacob to offer their oblations to the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai.